Hey guys, welcome back to the React Native course. In this video, we are understanding about how to delete API method. Okay, how to delete data from data, or like how to implement delete API method. So first, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make and call the function for deleting API, and we're gonna write the code to delete API, and we're gonna reload the data after deleting the user. Okay, so let's see how we can do it. So you can see that our emulator is running. In the last video we have created this table and rendered that all the data. Okay, and we are using a JSON server. You can see this is the JSON server which we are using, and this is our emulator which we had seen, which we had coded last. This is our project which we had coded. So what we had done, we had created one state called const user and set users, and we are calling our use effect method whenever the component get mount, or whenever this screen get rendered on the UI. Now inside the get all users method, we are fetching this all the users, we are getting the response, converting that response into JSON, and setting this data to the this users method. Now after that, what we are doing, we are having a table row. We have created a table head statically, and after that we are having a flat list, and inside that we are passing the data, and it's rendering that all this row data. So you can see that we have render item which is rendering the data. Okay, so now we have to work on this delete functionality and the edit functionality. So let's see how we can do it quickly. So first we are going to do in this video delete functionality. Let's do that. So let's do this stuff like the function which we're gonna call on delete. So const delete a user, delete user, and I'm going to use async function, and inside this we want id, like which item you want to delete. And after that we're gonna use fetch method. Okay, the first the first parameter is called const API URL, like what URL is it your. So my URL is this one, API URL, API URL. Okay, and after that we have to pass, let's suppose if you forget, like how to delete API. So what you have to do, you have to search fetch delete method. Okay, and if you just search it out, so you will get a lot of articles. Okay, now if you search any article, like if you just open any articles like fetch delete with examples. Okay, so you can see that we have to pass the endpoint, like whatever item we have to delete, and we have to pass the method. Okay, so let's do it. So that's too simple. Basically I just letting you know how you have to search. So we have to pass the API URL, and the second parameter is okay. So the URL looks like this, so we have to pass the ID. So we have to do like this $id, so it will took the ID. Okay, and after that we can pass the extra parameters like headers if you want to pass, and content type will be application.json, application/json. Okay, and I think I'm missing something. Is it application? So it's up to you, like if you want to pass content type. I'm not passing content type right now. So okay, so first what we have to do, we have to const response. For the response we have to await. Okay, and once we get the response, we have to do like this, const data is equal to await response.json. Okay, now let's see. So basically it's, you want a user, like whenever we have to delete, we have to pass the ID as well. So you can see that we are having a edit button, so let's, and delete button. So let's add a touchable opacity here. Okay, and let's wrap the text inside the touchable opacity, and add a function called onPress method, and inside this I'm calling the function called delete user. Okay, and we have to pass the ID as well. So item.id, I'm passing the item.id as well, and if I console the ID, whatever items we are getting. Okay, so let me reload this. Okay, now if I click on this John Doe, okay, if I click on delete, Okay, so we are getting the id as a 1. Okay, and we don't see, like, nothing changes on the UI, but it's deleted the user. So if I reload this, nothing happens, right? So let me see what is mistake am I doing. uh okay, so the mistake is that we have to, I forget to pass the method. So the method is delete. We have to, you can see this on the article. So we have to pass the method as a delete. Okay, and let me pass the method as well. So you can see that, let me format this. And is it, am I doing mistake? No. So okay, got it. So you can see that, the mistake which I was doing, I was not passing a method. Okay, and if I const data is equal to await response dot json. Okay, so this is the snippet to for deleting uh deleting a data from endpoint. This is how we have to delete. If I reload this again, okay, then if I click on download delete, so it still doesn't delete. Like, we are not getting the data, is it? Let me reload this app, and you can see that, like, John Doe is deleted, right? And if I console the data again, okay, now reload this, and if I click on delete on Jenny Smith, so you can see that this data is deleted. Jenny Smith is deleted, but it doesn't reflect on the UI. So what we have to do, we have to make a get all request. So once this request is completed, we have to call the get all request. Okay, so let's do that quickly. Get all request, and let's call the get all users. Okay, so once that is done, we have to call the get all the users request. And let me reload this again. So you can see that we have Mike, Sarah, David. So if I click on Mike, delete Mike, and we are having any error. Okay, so we are having some issue regarding this. Okay, so what the mistake I was doing, I was forget to pass the await while deleting the item. So we are await, and then again. Okay, now if I click on delete Sarah, so you can see that we are getting the updated data. If I again click the David, so you can see that this is the data deleted. Okay, and if I show you on the my data, so you can see that only we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 data is there, and rest of the data is get deleted. Okay, so let's summarize this list of what we had done quickly. So on the delete button, on the delete item, we had added a touchable opacity, and we are having a delete user. We are calling a function called delete user. So whenever user click on delete user, this function is get calling, and we are passing the item, which item you want to delete on this URL. And once that, after that, we are using a fetch method. For the pass parameter is called API URL, and the second parameter, on the second parameter, we are passing a method. Okay, and once this is deleted, we are calling the get all users method to get the new data. Okay, and running that data on the UI. So yeah, I think it's too simple. It doesn't look hard for. So yeah, that's all in this video. In the next video, what we're gonna do, we're gonna learn about the edit functionality. So for that, whenever user click on edit, we're gonna open a model. Okay, and inside the model, uh, we will populate the data, and after that, user can update that data. So yeah, that's all in this video. See you guys in the next video. Please let me know if you guys have any question. Thank you. Bye.